Sports Chat Place YouTube channel, throughout social media. We will get you out of here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's Server Live Free Sports Picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, Mills Young, I hope you're there. We're hoping to get some good connection from Mills. We're looking for Shane. We're looking for Jay. Big Guy McMorty on the road. Should sign in a little later. We got Wayne Scott. Jay, we're looking for Jay. If you're in Vegas, Jay, get on your phone. And then we also have Tony Brown here with us as well. Rod Zawacki will also sign in momentarily. Here's how they line up for this evening. McMorty, Mickle, Brown, Young, Briggs, Zawacki, Scott, and I will close this one out. All right. I'm looking for, I don't know if Mills has a connection. We're going to start here with Tony Brown out. Big Al McMorty is in traffic, so we're going to start the show segment here with Tony Brown and catch him over at Pick Dogs. Go out to Las Vegas, Nevada. You know, a lot of the Pick crew are out there in Tony's neck of the woods. Tony Brown, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? Sometimes less is more, man. If those guys don't show up, I guess we'll have to give out 5 free picks, huh?
That's right. We'll have to do so, no doubt. All right, here we go. We're going to the ice here with Tony Brown here. Panthers hosting Predators here. We see the Panthers minus 177, total coming at 6.
Yeah, this is a line that's only made on paper. I mean, you know, the Panthers are a great team, no doubt. They're one of the best teams in hockey, to be honest with you. They're at home for this one, but I'm not buying it because, like, hockey's not played on paper, just like any other game's not played on paper. And to put Nashville as an underdog right now at this big of a stakes, and they're one of the hottest teams in hockey as we speak, I just have to take it. It's too good to be true, and I can't pass it up. The Predators are 8-2 in their last 10 games. Both of the losses came with overtime and in shootouts. They haven't lost a regulation game in 10 straight, and they're 9-1 on the road in their last 10 games. They come into this one on a 2-game win streak. So, like, the Predators are playing some of the best hockey of the season right now, and they're catching the Panthers at a time where home ice advantage is the only advantage. They're coming into this one off of back-to-back losses, included their last game where they were minus 160 as the home favorites. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, the game's not played on paper, and some stats are just too big to ignore. I'm going to take the red-hot Predators to stay hot on the road and getting plus 150. I mean, I love it.
All right, Tony Brown here on the Predators here, plus 150, plus 159 here. Do your line shopping. Obviously, you want to get the best number if you can here on this one. Of course, Tony Brown here on, I guess he said, the Nashville, who are making a big run here. Really good record on the year, 40-29. Of course, we know the Panthers are really that hard-hitting defensive style team. And I'd like to ask a question here. As we said here, yeah, that's right. When you look at this Nashville team, just 2 losses since February 24th, which has been impressive. And of course, back-to-back here losses here by Florida coming into this game. So I think Predators will be a tough out in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is like the thing about hockey that I like more than any of the other sports. It's always some good parity in hockey. Like, rarely can you just say, oh, this is the favorite, they got it, this team's rebuilding. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's always got a shot. Even Alexander Ovechkin in his 200th year, you know what I mean? Like, they're only a game or 2 out of the playoffs. Washington is fighting hard. Sid the Kid in them is still fighting hard. Then you got all these new young guns with Toronto. I mean, everybody's going to be good, and Nashville definitely is going to make some noise in the playoffs. They play good on both sides of the puck, but the old adage, offense wins games, defense wins championship. Their defense, it reminds you of those old 80s Kings teams. They like to hit. They put checking in their game plan. We're going to check, you know what I mean, all night. They got big guys on the forwards, and I think Nashville with that great defense is going to keep them. It's going to keep them afloat in the playoffs, and I can see them going to the Stanley Cup Finals. Like, they're that good of a team this year.
The Predators on the rise right now. Tony Brown, of course, a team a little concerned here is Vegas. Kind of getting a little close there. They're holding that wild card spot. Wild. That was a big result last night when the Kings beat the Wild. Helped the Golden Knights. Gave them a little bit of clearance here. But how do you see this team as we move toward the end of the regular season?
You know what? This was my worst fear for the Knights. That hot start that we had, I think we won like 15 of the first 17 or something like that. The only thing that can happen is market regression. You know what I mean? When you're that hot, you have to go through like a cold streak similar like that. And we picked the worst time. We got hot in the beginning of the season when, you don't never want to say it doesn't matter because every game matters. But now when we need to close, we're fighting for our life and we're not playing some of the best hockey we can play. But here's the thing. These are just slumps and these are just like trends. We still have the players, we still have the mentality, and we still are the defending Stanley Cup champions. So we still know what it takes to get it done. And I just think that just like we went hot and then we went cold, if we can just put together a good 4 or 5 game winning streak to close this thing, we're still going to be one of the most dangerous teams in the playoffs.
That's right. Also helped that we've seen some fall off from Calgary. And, of course, the Wild last night, and a result that's still a little head-scratching. The Kings are one of these teams that are just so up and down this year. You just never know what you're going to get. They had a 6-0 win here on this homestand. They've had some – they had the Blackhawks, which was easy, but then they got a nice 4 points, give them a little bit of cushion there to get in the playoffs.
Right, and then, like I said, it's the parity. The Kings haven't scored over 4 games in, 9 straight. The Wild haven't scored over 5 goals in a while, and then boom, we see a total set at 6. I think that's an easy under that's going to crawl in. The Wild do their part by scoring absolutely 0, but then the Kings blast them for 6, so we get a push. It's just, it's one of those things, and the NHL playoffs are going to be exciting this year, and I still like the Knights, though. And I like them even more now that you're going to be able to get better value on them because they're struggling, and, they're not the favorite as much. So I think a futures bet on the Knights to get it done will be a good spot to put your bet in right now.
Well, I think you should feel happy about that push. You had to sweat the entire third quarter for almost the entire third quarter without getting a goal.
Yeah, I thought it was over. I didn't even know I got the push until this morning. I seen a 6-0 score with 17 minutes to go. I thought I was toast.
Yeah, and no scoring after that. So I think you got to take it call it a fortunate push there. All right, Tony Brown here, Predators plus 150 here against the Panthers. This one tonight here at 7:30 Eastern Time. And let's take a look over at let's take a look at Pick Dog Sprint for tonight's action. Of course, NHL with a big card tonight, 11-game card. We got March Madness games ready to start. The primetime hour is coming up shortly here. Also, NBA with a nice card, 7-game card tonight. Tony Brown enjoying a really good NHL season, 739 years of profit in the NHL. All documented over at Pick Dog Sprint. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, we had a good day. The last time I was here on Tuesday, I told you guys I was cooking up my NCAA stuff, and I was going to surprise you. We went 2 out of 3. Maybe some of you guys got the push on that Arizona game. We had them at 20.5. I always tell my clients buy the hook. I've been preaching that on the show. I preach it in my picks all the time. So if you bought the hook, we got the push, and you got a 2-0 day out of me. But if not, we still went 2-1 in the NCAA. I have a big card in the NBA tonight, 3 games, and I have 3 games in NHL. So I had 9 plays total. We already got 2 winners under our belt, and you can get those other 3 and 3 plays for the NHL or the NBA. Or you can always grab the VIP year pass, the month pass, the 3-day pass, because all my passes are all inclusive. Any pass that you get, whether it's 3 days or the full 365 days, you get every single pick I release from every sport, playoffs, championships, this NCAA tournament. Everything I release is all included for one low price. So jump on one of those passes now and win big with me all week, all month, all year, or grab those individual plays and bang your bookie out just tonight.
That's right, guys. Going to go with Tony Brown over at Pick Dog Stream. You see the great results here from Tony Brown, 739 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dog Stream. Of course, in action here with the long-term pass is the way to go. Remember that 1-month pass gets the entire NCAA tournament, as well as about 3 weeks of baseball, and of course, all the basketball there coverage as well. And of course, Tony Brown, that VIP 1-year all sports pass. We always talk about this here because you're in action all year round.
All year round. I'm here in Vegas. I was at the sports book earlier. I'll be there later. I do NHL, I do MMA, I do NFL, MLB, and we don't just do it to do it. I'm not just putting out plays. I've ranked number 1 or number 2 in all of those leagues that I mentioned, and this year won't be any different. I really dedicate myself to try to get you guys as many winners as I can, and we've been doing good. And you don't have to take my word for it. The number 1 thing about our site is our transparency record. You don't have to believe anything any of these handicappers say. Just go to the page, click on our link. Every win, every loss, all the juice, all the odds, it's all right there. And the results are, the proof is in the pudding. If you plan on making money betting sports, you really can't afford not to grab one of my passes.
That's right, guys. You got to go with Tony Brown over at Pick Dog Stream and get the long-term pass. Use promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off, right? Tony Brown, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
All right, man. I always appreciate being here, and I'll see you guys next week.
Got it. Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue here on the show, guys. Newest feature here on the drive-thru is the chat pick, and the Dodgers knocked the job done. But let's go for tonight's chat pick of the day. We're going to look at Knicks at Nuggets. Knicks at Nuggets tonight. If you like the Knicks +9, type A in the chat. If you like the Nuggets -9, type B in the chat. If you like the over 208, it's C. Under 208 is D. That's the chat pick of the day tonight. Will be the Knicks and the Nuggets, a game that is not covered here on the show. So very simply type in A if you like the Knicks, B if you like the Nuggets at minus the points, C is the over, D is the under. So I'll keep those coming in, and we'll track them throughout the show, and we'll recap at the end. Right now we're getting a lot of B's in here. Boy, already 1, 2, 3 B. We did get an A in from Dustin and Jamie coming in with that. Another one A, so it's already close here. Knicks +9 is A, Nuggets -9 B, and that's the chat pick. We've tied it now 3-3. Now we've got 4-3. Bo and Blake coming in here on the Nuggets side. So far another one for the Nuggets. So far 6-3 on that side. So far Nuggets ahead early in the polling. All right, let's see if Mills is ready. I see a different location from Mills, so I don't know if we got him ready to roll here. He's been fighting that internet service. We'll see if we can get him here on a second. Big Al McMorty maybe still out on the road. Let's see if he's back in yet. Big Al not yet. So let's see if we can get Mills on the show here. Catch him over at Pick Dog Stream. We'll bring Mills in right now. Of course, you catch his content producer here at Pick Dogs. Let's get him right now. Mills, are you ready? Well, guess we don't have him yet. We don't have Mills yet. All right, so let's see what we get. We have Wayne awaiting here, so we can bring in Wayne here. We'll catch him over at Pick Dog Stream. So we'll go to Wayne Scott right now as we wait to see if Mills can reconnect. Had some issues there, obviously, with his internet connection. So we'll bring in Wayne. Wayne, ready to go here. Wayne, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? What's going on, Pick Dog family? Just my camera.
Get this camera right. All right, here we go. Tonight we're going to be looking at not this game. This was Big Al's game, but we're still waiting for Big Al to get on. So we're going to get to Wayne's game here. It's going to be the NC State game tonight. So let me get the game ready to roll here with Wayne, as we'll be looking at the game here at 6:40 Eastern. It'll be 9:40. Yeah, 9:40 Eastern time. So it won't be too late. So we'll get that game up here right now as we are going to get that one. Should be right over here. Okay, NC State and Texas Tech going head to head here. We see Tech here laying 5, total 146.5.
Yes, sir. And this Texas Tech team, they're a good team, 23-10 on the season, but they are not the greatest cover team. They don't cover well as favorites, just 11-10 on the season. They have a rest advantage. When having a rest advantage, they're 3-7 on the season. But one of the main things that my concern with Texas Tech, the defense, better than NC State's, but it's not a greatest defense. But my main concern is the size advantage that NC State has on them. Texas Tech is a good foul shooting team and a good three-point shooting team. But if those shots are not going in, they're not going to get those second chance possessions versus NC State. NC State has been rolling hot. One thing that worries me with NC State is their defense, but as of lately, they've been cranking up the defense. Offensively, this team matches up well with Texas Tech. If you're giving me 5, 5.5, numbers coming down, I've seen from 5.5 to 4.5. But I think NC State has a chance to win this game outright. I'm going to take NC State with the points here. Believing that they will play the same defense we've seen them play in that ACC tournament as of lately, and offensively, they give me no worries. They're a team that can score with the top teams in the nation. So if they continue to play the defense that we've been seeing from this one, going against the Texas Tech team, as I said, they have the wins, a solid athletic team, but they're undersized and they struggle to cover. They just don't cover numbers. They win more than they cover numbers. So I'm going to take NC State here.
All right, Wayne here on NC State here, plus the 5 here against Texas Tech. Wayne, not worried about those 5 games in 5 days, but you do them that math. You can see they had Sunday off, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. They've had some time off to get over that.
Yes, sir. They are 4-2 with the rest disadvantage, hitting at 66% clip. And Texas Tech on the season has not taken advantage of rest advantage, as they do have the rest advantage of this one at only 3-7, hitting at 30% 30%. So just the numbers game based off the rest advantage is not an advantage for Texas Tech. More of an advantage for NC State here. So no, that doesn't worry me. If Texas Tech played well in these spots when having the rest advantage, it would. But on the season, all throughout, anytime they had a rest advantage, they do not cover well. Only 3-7 in those opportunities.
All right, yeah. So a lot of concern there with the NC State here playing all those like getting stuck in that ACC tournament, really having to play a lot of games there in that period of time there. All right, we're going to take a look at an NBA rundown here with Wayne on this card here tonight. Let's see if we we'll get the graphic up here in just a second here. Here we go. I think we'll be set to go in just a second here. This is the top of the card. Okay, let's get to the top of the card here. This is going to be Mills' game, so we'll go to the next one here as we expect Mills to get connected here. Pelicans and Magic. This is an interesting game here. Pelicans have moved up to a 3-point favorite here. Total sits at 207.5.
What do y'all think I'm going to say?
Well,
you are wrong.
Yeah.
You guys are wrong, man. I'm on the Pelicans today. I only faded the Magic twice this season. This will be my third time fading the Magic. I'm on the Pelicans today. This is a team that matches up very well with the Magic. Good 3-point shooting team. We know the Magic struggle to shoot the three. Magic get a lot of their scoring in the paint and getting fouls. It's two things that Pelicans don't really do much of. They slide their feet. They have the bench to match the Magic, and their Magic are on a 3-game winning streak for the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans just come in and get them here. So you got a Pelican team that matches up well. Have the revenge. I think the books have them favored here for a reason. I'm riding with the Pelicans in this one.
Yeah,
hate to say it, but got to win money.
Similar, I think, defensively, but I just think the Pelicans have a little more offense. That's how I look at it.
Nah, definitely.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely.
It's the offense there. Nets and Bucks. We see the Bucks big favorites here. 10 total 221.
Yeah, Bucks coming off a back-to-back in a game where they battled back against Boston. They were getting whooped early, but they battled back. Still, any confirmation on if Giannis plays? If Giannis plays, I like the Bucks. But if Giannis doesn't play again, we're gonna ride with the other side. We're gonna take the points here with the Nets, and I just feel like these guys, they have to turn it around eventually. Do I think they win the game? No, but I think they start competing, at least making these point spreads a little closer. And they have the less injured players. They've been competing a tad bit more, still haven't been covering, but I think this is a game that they can come in and sneak and get the cover.
Game time decision with that hamstring here for Giannis. Middleton out here for Milwaukee. Looks like Brooklyn will have a full lineup, but again, got to look at the time. How will they, with the way that the Nets are going, will the starters see full minutes in this game? That's always a concern, especially now with some of these teams really out of the playoff picture. All right, we'll continue here on the rundown here with Wayne in the NBA as this game will be covered a little later in the show. Jazz and Mavericks, another big line here. Mavericks 13.5, total 237.5.
Man, I do not love laying this huge number with the Mavericks, but I don't trust the Jazz on the road off a back-to-back either. My biggest lean on this game, because I really don't love too many angles, but I'll take the over on this game. I just think the Jazz are not going to play enough defense. But on the other side of that, the Jazz have been doing a good job scoring. Even on the road, when they get blown out, they at least score into the 110s, 115s. And I think the Mavs come in there with their A game at home and score enough for this to go over the 237. You see that?
Look at it over there from Wayne in this one. All right, this game here is the chat pick of the day. We'll see what Wayne thinks of it. Knicks and Nuggets. Nuggets are going to lay 9, total 208.5.
Yeah, I love the defense from the Knicks, but I'm rolling with the Nuggets here, man. We know how the Nuggets get down at home. They've slipped a few at home as far as the covering, though, but I think they cover right here and beat the Knicks down in this one. No, I don't know me for the Knicks. We know they play a lot better with them, and the Knicks are going to be good against the bad teams without their guys, but when they face the good teams, the upper echelon of the NBA, this is where they struggle, and I think they might compete in the first half, but I think the Nuggets overall get the win and the cover in this one.
All right, agrees with the chat right now. 6 on the Nuggets, 3 on the on the Knicks plus the 9, and we got a couple coming in here under the total. So that's the update right now with the chat. Pick of the day was this game. All right, let's continue here on our rundown as we will look at the games here, not covered here by the cappers on the show, and we get to the closeout game tonight. It's the Hawks and the Suns, and the Suns are going to be laying 9, the total 226.
Another game, man. I just don't love this NBA card, but at the same time, I'm gonna definitely have to lean with the Suns, even off of back-to-back. It's just hard to look the other way with the injuries that the Hawks have. We know they are on and off with their defense. I want to say they don't play defense, but they have played defense recently here in spot. But one thing that's going to be hard for me to believe them to do is keep up with the Suns offensively with the guys they have on their roster. Their injury report is just as long as their roster right now, and they're missing some key guys that can come in not only defensively but offensively. I think this is one of them times where we see the Suns get rolling. I know we've been picking on them all season with the starting lineup they have, kind of not matching their win total and their covers. But I think they start getting rolling here, and what team not to get rolling against one of the worst cover teams in Atlanta. Give me the Suns -9 in this one.
All right, Suns -9, says Wayne Scott. And there we go here with our rundown here from the NBA with Wayne. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium Hill. This is the show pick will be NC State plus the 5 against Texas Tech. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at matter of fact, yeah, that'll be the play here. Let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight's action. Of course, the NBA on the board here, as well as college hoops. Got a lot of the night sessions getting ready to start here from the NCAA tournament. Still 8 games left to go there. Action on the ice as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, I had a early card. Early 3-pack went 1 and 2, not the way I wanted to start in my day, but I still have a late 3-pack. I have 4 plays total left. 3 in the NBA, 2 in college basketball. I have 2 NBAs and 1 college basketball in the pack, and my NBA best bet that you can go over there and pick up right now. Looking to hit that 3-pack and go 3-0 on that 3-pack, and definitely looking to crush my NBA player today. College basketball player today looking good right now, but you cannot purchase that. 3-day, 7-day, and 30-day is the best way to go right now, as you will get these lines early. And not only will you get these lines early, you can get winners early and before anybody else can get them. And you'll get my extra plays that I have outside of the 3-packs and my best bet. So long term is always the way to go. Pair me up with one of these fine handicappers that you see on the show. Let's get this cash today and this weekend.
That's right, guys. Get over Wayne Scott over at Pick Dodge Premium. No better time now to get the long-term pass. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off multi-capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Wayne, as always, great having you on the show. Have a great evening. We'll catch up with you again on the show here on next week. But let everybody know about your boxing video series, and we always can catch you as well on the weekend shows.
Yes, sir. I will be on the weekend shows. If I have a little time tomorrow, I might even pop up here with Tony T, give you guys some free bangers. Been doing a good job getting you guys some winners on here. And as Tony T alluded to, boxing series will drop. Plenty of boxing matches where I give my prediction, my best bet on any of the boxing cards, the bigger boxing cards that are coming out. And we have plenty, so stay tuned for those.
Stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications so when Wayne drops these videos, you get them right away. Hit those like buttons, help you get those notifications. Keep hitting that like. All right, Wayne, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again next week. All right, Wayne Scott here on the drive. Well, perfect timing there to lose your signal. That's right when we end this segment. All right, let's continue here on the drive. Looking for Mills. Mills is froze, so Rod, go ahead and sign in because I don't know if Mills is going to be able to make it in. We'll get his pick if we can't get him back on the show, but go ahead and sign in, Rod. Let's get to my pick. Big Al McMorty still fighting the LA traffic apparently out there. Yep, still not connected. All right, let's get to my pick and then we'll get to Rod Zawacki, and hopefully we can get Big Al McMorty here on the show. So we'll get to my pick, and also before we do, let's go ahead and update the chat pick of the day. We're asking the chat here for their selection. Knicks and Nuggets not covered by the cappers today. Knicks, if you like Knicks +9, go ahead and hit letter A. If you like Nuggets -9, hit B. Over 208, hit C. Under 208, go ahead and hit D. That is our chat pick of the day. And right now it's 6-3 right now with that. So go ahead and check it out there. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. Let's go ahead and welcome in Rod Zawak. Well, Big Al tells me he's signed in, but I don't see him. So maybe he's, maybe Big Al, maybe sign out, sound back in again. We'll get you here on the next one here on the next segment. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. Let's go ahead and welcome in Rod Zawak. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's bring in Rod in right now. I think we'll be set to roll here with Rod Zawacki. Where is he at? Here he's ready to roll. Rod, what's happening?
Yeah, not too much, Tony. Just been watching some of this hoops and shot some hockey videos for tomorrow and getting ready for Friday's action as well. So definitely a busy time. So getting ready. So I'm excited. Let's get these fine folks another winner here on the ice.
Absolutely. All right. We'll have Big Al on the next segment. I do see him signed in. All right, here we go. We're going action on the ice tonight as Canadians and Canucks are going head-to-head. Canucks 264, total 6.5.
Yeah, and you look at this one here. The Canucks, again, they're dealing with goalie issues. DeSmith making his last 3 starts, and in those last 3 starts for DeSmith, he's given up 8 goals. He's not used to this kind of work. He's a backup goalie. So for him, this is definitely increased his workload. Definitely not used to it, and you see with the goals he's been giving up. And Montreal, they're a scrappy bunch. This is also a revenge spot where the Canucks got Montreal earlier this season, 5-2 back in November. And surprisingly, DeSmith was the goalie that was in goal in that one. So Montreal seeing this guy. Montembeault last time versus Edmonton, he pushed the Oilers to overtime. And if Montreal wouldn't have taken a crazy penalty there near the end, they definitely had a shot to beat the Oilers in that one. Montembeault's looking great. I'm sure he's the better option by far in this one. I don't want to be laying minus 264 with this. Canucks, big long stretch where they haven't covered the puck line against Atlantic teams. So for me, Montreal can come into this dog, bring it over 2 times their money, take a shot, take Montreal to beat the Canucks in this one tonight.
All right, we got Rod here, going to be here on the underdog spot here with the Canadians here, plus 220, plus 230 here. Do your line shopping, get the best numbers. Yeah, when you look at Vancouver and you look at their scores, man, a lot of 3s, a lot of 2s, some 1s in there, and you need goals here to win in this league.
Yeah, and exactly. And if you're not scoring goals, ask the Ducks. 9 straight where they haven't scored more than 2 goals, and they ain't winning games. So same thing here. Canucks are struggling without their with Demko in there in net, and the Canucks are hitting one of that stretch where they're having struggles. Power play is not working. They're not lighting the lamp, and it's equated to a 1-1-1 record over the last 3 for DeSmith. And against a young, fast Canadians team, watch out. Love Montreal to come in here and upset them here tonight. No Canucks stance. Usually, you know me, I love to do the Canucks stance, but not here tonight.
Not here tonight. And of course, if you see the cap, you got a nice little second half rally there. Right
we
there,
did.
right?
A nice second half rally for Illinois in that one.
Oh yeah, they pounded them at the end of the day. This Nevada-Dayton game is getting close now. Nevada 56-50. That one looked like it was going to be a runaway, but of course it's Nevada. I expected something funky, and they just turned the ball over right now. So I expected this one to get close. All right, Canadians plus 220 against the Canucks, 10 Eastern time tonight. All right, Rod. There we go. We flipped the cap over now. There we go. We know who's going on tonight. All right, Rod. Let's take a look over at Pick Dogs.
Let's
go.
McNeese,
Pick Dogs.
Get out of here. What are you guys talking about? McNeese. Get out of here.
No way. No way. He says no way for McNeese tonight.
Love
Got it. Love it. Loves the Zags. The Zags, he found that one. He reassembled the cap. All right, Rob, what do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium? We got a lot big NHL card, 7 on the board NBA, and we got the night sessions coming up here from the NCAAB tournament.
Yeah, loaded card tonight. I've got my Thursday Thrashers, which is 5 more college hoops plays. So jump aboard that. I also got my NHL Sniper play. I've also got my NBA Drop a Dime play. So I had a night's action. We went 3-2 in the morning segment, so we lost the one. It would have been 4-1 by a half point. Welcome to the March Madness. It happens. But hey, we still came out a winner. So jump aboard what I got going tonight as we head into the weekend. 3-day pass, probably the best way to go here. You get Thursday, you get Friday, you get Saturday. You know me, I'll throw in Sundays in there as well as early as I can. Jump aboard. Get that 3-day pass. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. Or you can see I'm not the only one that's hot. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional as well over at pickdogs.com.
That's right, guys. You got to work with Roswaki over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, the night session's coming up. So got action for you there. Remember that long-term pass, 3-day pass is great with all the sports overlapping. You college hoops, go for an NBA, NHL as well. Get on board that 3-day pass and pick as a promo code. All right, Rod. Any bonus out there for everybody?
Definitely. We're going to go with the Islanders here. Take the New York Islanders, another hockey play tonight. Love having that one. They got the win. And the other one I like, I got to agree with Tony Brown. Dogs are barking tonight in the NHL. Definitely dogs are barking. Take Montreal. Take Tony Brown's pick. Pair those up. Nice little 2-teamer for you tonight.
There you go. So, Rod, of course, remind everybody about your video series, A to Z NHL. You were busy last night with those 11 games up there. We haven't had a puck drop yet, so they're still up there for everyone to see.
Yeah, definitely like, subscribe. Go check out the archive videos. We're going for 3 straight 3-team parlays over there tonight. I think we got it tonight. I love those 3, so definitely go check out the parlay video. We got archived there, and join us. We hit 3 straight. Love it. We're excited. Big day. This is like another one of those times of year where it's like Christmas again, where you get all these games. You get daytime basketball going, and then you get nighttime hockey going, and then you continue with more basketball. It's just that. Just think about money. It's 16 teams left. It's like, man, it comes by, so it's like it comes here and it's gone. Next thing you know, so.
Yep.
Gotta get that money when we can. Crush the books.
Yeah, we needed a 6 a.m. Eastern baseball game because how are we going to fit it in with all this stuff going on?
Well, was that the MLB being a little bit jealous? They were left out of the mix or something? Or what?
Well, here's your time slot. Take it. There you go. Overnight.
Yeah, I guess 6 a.m. It's all yours. People are still sleeping off the night hangover from before. So crazy game this morning too. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Oh, they got some issues. That pitch they gave billions, a third of a billion.
That pitcher they gave all that money to?
Yeah, a third of a billion. I don't even say it's a third of a billion. So we'll see how that rolls. Woo! That was a little scary.
It was looking good.
We'll see. It's the first one. It was just the first game. We'll see how he was having struggles in the spring, but we'll see how he goes.
See how he progresses, right?
Yes.
I hope it doesn't turn into another manure for him.
Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh! Well, that's bad. At least he was on a rookie deal. At least he was on. This was a different situation. Dayton is just taking the lead on Nevada, by the way, 59-58 with a blink of an eye. 2 minutes to go, so we expect Nevada. It was too good to be true. It was just too good to be true.
That's the coach.
They're behind.
The coach.
Full court press.
Who's coaching Nevada?
Alfred, Steve.
Coaching Nevada.
Mitch's favorite coach. I think Mitch got a lot from Alfred.
I think Mitch is in the casino right now, going, yeah.
He doesn't talk a whole lot about Alfred, but I know he made a lot of money betting against him. I know that. I don't think he's at the Jim Mora Jr.
Morning show.
Jim Mora Jr. He's out of the Jim Mora Jr. Fund, but it's getting up there. It's getting close now. 20-2 run by Dayton here in the last 5.5 minutes. 20-2 run right now by Dayton to take a 1-point lead in the closing minutes. So there you go.
Love it.
There you go. Alfred making money for Mitch again. He's probably loving it in Vegas right now.
Making money.
All right. Have a great night, Rod, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Have a good one, everybody. Catch you guys tomorrow. Steak Friday.
Steak Friday. Rod Zawacki here on the drive-thru. Nevada now with a 1-point lead, 60-59. We got under a minute left, so there's a interesting one to keep an eye on. Is Nevada? Boy, they just give up this big lead. All right, Big Al McBoy is ready to roll here. We'll catch him over at Pick Dog Spring. We'll bring him in right now. More college basketball coverage here on this during the day sessions here, so we'll get him here in just a second. Fought that LA traffic. Got back in. Let's see. We got him ready to roll here in just a sec. Did I pass him up again? There we go. Big Al. Big Al, what's happening?
Hey, Tony. How are you?
Doing great. All right. We're going to get to the Kansas game because I know that's the one on your you'll be looking at here, 6:59:55 Eastern time as we've got Kansas and, of course, that Sanford game going off here in just a little bit. Let me get it. Here we go. We see Kansas laying 7.5, total 153.5.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Jayhawks, they were horrible at the end of the season, finished with a 1-4 Suats run. They got blown out in their last game by Cincinnati by 20 points, 72-52. And now they're going to face the 13th seeded Bulldogs, and they're a 7.5 point favorite at most outlets right now. And I'm going to lay the points, Tony. When you take a look at how teams that are seeded 13 or worse, how they've gone in the tournament when they've not gotten double digits, and of course here they're 2.5 points shy of double digits. Those teams seeded 13 and higher, they've gone 70 and 102 ATS in the tourney, so that's not a very good record there. And then, of course, Kansas off that blowout loss, 72-52 to the Bearcats. Kansas is now 30 and 4 ATS off a loss by more than 11 points, including a perfect 10-0 ATS if they were playing a non-conference opponent. That's the situation here. I'm going to lay the 7.5.
Lay the 7.5 here. It says, Big Al, I know folks in the audience may talk about the injury, and Big Al, you always said about injuries, it's in the number.
It's in the number. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's in the,
I don't know what else to say.
That's it. Yeah, just I always have to bring that up because that's going to be the folks in the room are going to well, so because it's talked about endlessly on these shows, on some of the a lot of the shows, right? So they bring it up, but again, it's in the number. If he was in the lineup, we would have been laying probably 11.5 in this game, maybe even more. Who knows what the number would have been? A lot more, but it's as Big Al says, it's in the number, and you've got the next guy in there. All right, Big Al here on Kansas, lay the 7.5 against Samford. This one tonight, late night. 9:55 Eastern Time. All right, Big Al, let's take a look over at Pick.com for tonight's action. See, we got the NBA and college basketball combined for you now, Big Al. So 4,929 units of profit. NBA and college hoops combined nearly 5,000 units of profit. He's cranking. What do you have going over at Pick.com Premium?
Yeah, I actually like an NBA play a decent amount tonight. I haven't looked at the numbers all day. I've been out and about, but no, yeah, it's held steady. So. There's a good NBA play tonight. I know no one's paying attention to the NBA, but there's one good NBA play. I've got 6 plays left in college basketball, so 7 plays on the card for Thursday. I've already posted a triple pack for early action on Friday, so people can just go to Pick Dogs Premium and get on board, and also team me up with one of the other champion handicappers. So you get all the plays your heart desires.
You got it, guys. Get on board with Big Al McMorty over at Pick Dogs Premium. Top unit producer in college hoops. When you add up the NBA and college basketball performance for this season, 4,929 units of profit, all combined. No better time than now to get that 1 month all sports pass. Get all the Big Al's premium plays for 30 days. That's all. NBA will take you into the play-in round, the entire NCAAB tournament and minor tournaments as well. Hockey until the start of the playoffs. We'll see about baseball. Big Al needs to see a couple weeks of baseball. But anyway, the 1 month pass is the way to go. Pick is a promo code. Save that 15% off. Add multi-cappers as well. I was going to say spring football because I know you even look at that too, right?
I won't be in action the first week. I'll probably wait until week 2 or 3 of the UFL before I release any plays there. It's gone good, and when they were the USFL and the XFL, I was running around 59-60% the last few years in the spring football. So fingers crossed for this year, and we'll see how it goes.
They combine the leagues, right?
Yeah. There's 8 teams. Which team they branded? One of the teams, I think Houston, they had teams in both leagues, and I forget which team they took. But there's 8 teams in the league. So.
All right, Dayton in the past 5 minutes have outscored Nevada by 20 points to take a 3-point lead with 15 seconds left. So Dayton up 63-60. A big collapse here by Silv Alford in that one.
Yeah, I'm just sure. Is it over? I can't tell.
I got 15 seconds left on my feed. I got to stream it, so it could be delayed. You never know. But yeah, that's been a big collapse here down the stretch with this Nevada team. They were just in control the whole game. Dayton couldn't find offense. Then suddenly a little bit of press, and before you know it, they're up by 3 in the closing seconds. Nevada with a 3, no good. Oh, Dayton blew the rebound, and Nevada will get a second shot at the 3. They miss it in air ball, and Dayton will advance, outscored by 20. The Nevada Wolfpack there to lose 63-60 to Dayton. Wow, incredible game there. All right,
Mountain West not off to a good start.
Nope, not at all there. All right. Big Al, everybody know about your all access, right? No better time than now for those big bettors out there. The way Al's been seeing it right now in hoops. Let them know about that.
Yeah, it's for big players only. If you can bet 1,000 to 10,000 a game, just text Big Al to 775-636-7676. You get all the games, but you also get them rated, so 10 down through 1, so you know which ones are the best plays. You also get additional plays that don't go to the premium service. And if there's any other game you want, you can just text me or call me or email me anytime. It could be 11 at night. Just ask me what I think about a game, and I'll get you my opinion on any game if you're liking.
That's right, guys. So get on board, get that text in. All right, Big Al, as always, great having your show. Continue that great success. Have a great weekend. We'll catch up again next week, but we always can catch your work here with your video series, All Access, as well as on the weekend shows.
Yeah, I'll see you hopefully on Saturday, Tony.
Absolutely. We'll see you Saturday. All right, Big, I'm more to here on the drive through. Let's continue here on the show, guys. I want to make note here of our chat pick of the day, and we'll give you an update on it. Chat pick of the day, this is for you guys. You're going to own this pick. Knicks and Nuggets. If you like the Knicks plus 9, A is your choice. You put B in the chat if you like the Nuggets minus 9. Over 208 is C. Under 208 is D. So that is the chat pick of the night. At last glance here, we had the Nuggets here with 6 of the votes to 3 for the Knicks. We had 2 unders, so get those in right now. Your chat pick of the day in there. We're getting another one coming in here on. Boy, you guys love these Nuggets tonight. The Nuggets are starting to pull away here from these Knicks. The Knicks have been playing really, really good, what I call playoff-style defense, but they think you're going to find it's going to be tough here. And we got another one on the 8 so far on the Nuggets, 3 on the Knicks. We're not going to put the first half in there. We got another under, by the way. That's a third under, so 3 unders there from the group here in the chat. So keep those picks coming. We will update the chat pick of the day at the end of the segment. All right, I don't see Mills. I don't know if Mills made it in or made it back in. He was not getting a connection, so we'll just get to my pick, and then we'll close it out here for today. So let's continue here on the drive-thru. We'll get to my pick, and then we will get to the recap. All right, let's continue on here. We'll get mine in here in just a second. We're going to be looking here. Bulls and the Rockets here. The Rockets here are going to be laying 3.5. The total 219.5. I'm going to be on this Rockets team. I was kidding folks about. I wasn't kidding. I was saying this about a couple weeks ago that I felt the Rockets will catch the Warriors or the Lakers for that one of those 9th or 10th playoff spot. And look out, they listened to me. The Rockets have a heart rate. They have a heartbeat. They are in the running here to make a run at these teams. And we saw these slacking Lakers and slacking Warriors. You're not in the play-in round because this Rockets team has been piling up some wins and the schedule's working out for them, and they got a team they can beat here and cover, and that's against this Bulls team who comes in a little bit banged up. Let me refresh the injury report because we know Caruso and Kobe White has been injured. Remember, Kobe White hurt that hip in that collision he had with Siakam in that game. Without Sengun, they've been playing well. Emin Thompson's been playing well for Houston. Van Fleet, Green, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith. And, of course, the Rockets have been really – this is the spot where you like the Rockets. You like the Rockets at home, but they've got some offense over their past 5 games. They're 4th in offensive efficiency, averaging 119 points per 100 possessions. That's pretty good. 11.5 net rating. Issue with the Bulls have been their road defense. On the road this year, the Bulls are 22nd in defensive efficiency, giving up 118 points per 100 possessions. They actually have a minus 3.5 net rating away from home. You look over their past 5 games, the Bulls are giving up 50% shooting, and the Bulls believe. The Rockets believe. The Rockets believe, they don't like the fact people are just penciling in the Lakers and Warriors in that playing round. The Rockets, the schedule has been light for them here of late, and let's see how it looks the rest of the way because this Rockets team can make a run here for that 8 seed because when you got, I know the Lakers and Warriors got some tough spots on their schedule still, but these Rockets, you keep getting some home dates against some of these weaker teams. They can start to make some noise and continue to gain ground. Both these Lakers and these slacking Warriors here. And just looking here at this Houston schedule, wow! Look at the Houston schedule here. After Chicago, they have Utah and Portland. Then they have OKC. Then they have Utah again. So they got it. They can make up some ground here, guys. And then it gets a little tougher. They got Dallas, and they're at Minnesota. And then a big game on April 4th. They'll be at home against Golden State. That could, and then they close out with Miami. Who knows what Miami will want to do with that last game, right? Miami, they may just tank it and not have nothing to play for. And also, too, Minnesota may not have anything to play for on that 4-2 date. Dallas on 3/31 may not have anything to play for. There is a chance for these Bulls here to pop. I'm sorry, the Bulls. There's a spot here for these Rockets to really make some noise, considering here the next 4 of the past 5 games are very winnable. Chicago, Utah, Portland, and then Utah again. And then in between, sandwich between a spot at OKC. Then late in the month, we don't know what these teams. Utah. We don't know about Dallas, Minnesota on April 2nd, March 31st. Miami on May 5th. these teams may have nothing to play for, and Houston could be in the running for that 9th or 10th seed. And again, April 4th, Houston hosts Golden State, so they could actually gain a game there on the Warriors at home on that date. So the Bulls are not out of this, guys. So look at the schedule. It's not out of the realm of possibility the Rockets can sneak themselves into this playing round. And I've been saying this for a few weeks because this schedule has been weak here for the Rockets. They've just been piling up wins. They have piled up 6 straight wins against some pretty, I would say, you got Portland on the schedule, San Antonio, Washington, Cleveland's been banged up. You got Washington again. I mean, they've been piling it up here, guys. So keep an eye on this Rockets team. They believe, and don't listen to these pundits who are just automatically penciling in the Lakers and the Warriors into that playing round. The Rockets have a schedule here the last month that has just been like cakewalk, man, cakewalk. And this is a team they can handle here. So that will be the play here. It will be the Rockets here. You can find 3.5. It's now 3.5 in this one. I saw 4 earlier. Let's see what we look at here. Rockets, 3.5 in grade me at. That's where it's at right now. So keep an eye there. All right, guys. So check out Pick.Street. We might have a best bet on the board from the NBA tonight, or you can get my long-term pass. I have a 3, 7, or 30-hour sports pass. Get all my pre and plays for that time to select. When you go to my handicapper page, make that purchase. Remember the promo code Pick at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. All right, let's wrap up the chat pick, and then we'll go to the recap here. So let's recap. Let's get to the chat pick. Chat pick of the day here was Knicks and Nuggets. If you like the Knicks, it's letter A. Nuggets -9 is B. C for over 208. D for under 208. So once again, A will be the Knicks. We'll put that in the chat. Or put B if you like Nuggets -9. Right now, it has just been all Nuggets about 8-3 right now. We're not getting a whole lot here from the Knicks in this one, so we'll close it. It's closed up officially. It will be the chat pick of the day. Will be the Nuggets -9. That's our chat pick of the day. So now it's time for you guys to go ahead and put in your best bets. Put in your best bets, and I'll read them off at the end of the show. So get those into the chat right now. All right. Well, let's get to the recap. Al McMorty, Kansas lay the 7.5 against Sanford. Tony Brown, Predators +150 against Panthers. Mills, Wizards +11 plus Kuzma over 20 points. Rod was on Canadians +220 against Canucks. Wayne was on NC State +4 against Texas Tech. I'll be on the Rockets here. Now it's down to -3.5 here against the Bulls. The one I like the most. Let's see which is the one I like the most here. Boy, that Wizards +11. Let me see. That seems like a lot to give the Wizards, but yeah, I don't know if I can go that route with it. I'll probably go with Tony Brown, and that Predators looks like a pretty good play the way they've been playing right now. Predators +150. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of the Drive-Thru. It is now time for you guys to get your show picks of the day into the chat, your best bets and your show pick of the day into the chat, and we'll read it off here in a minute. That'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers, our Pick Dogs, and Sports Chat place. We'll get our place for you in real time. Remember to always get started with that morning show. We are live here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with Mitch. We got Jay. We got Chris. Don't forget the video series here with Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. Betting Tool Show is roundtable discussions with the professionals. Also, we have Chris with his Around the League, as well as Jay with his NBA Jam session, and of course Ron Romanelli, his bank shot breakdown here from College Hoops. We also have Big Al McMorty All Access, Costi with his sharp trading plays. We also have sharp contrarian plays here from our man Brian Biller against the public betting here with Dana Lane, and of course the video series from Wayne Scott with his boxing video series, and of course the prop short videos from both Brad as well as Jovan. So that's going to do it for our show. Best bets, get them into the chat right now. Bo down like Red Wings -107. Blake on South Dakota State +15. Doubles coming in here. Chicago Anaheim over 6 goals. That's from doubles. Sacramento Kings roll here from Tom Trewicki. Those are his best bets. Let's see if we have any more best bets coming in right now. We'll keep an eye here on the best bets. Lingman likes Knicks +5.5 first half in there from our man, and he likes the Rockets as well from Lingwick in there as well. Chris White Thunder, Hawks +9.5. Rod with the goal, Caulfield goal +160 there from Rod. Let's see here. Show pick here from Matt D. Carolina Tampa Bay moneyline parlay from Matt D for the show pick. All right, Knicks first half moneyline from Lingwalk as well. Sanford tonight from Gavin Fensky. Appreciate your contributions there. So we're getting everyone's best bets here, or show pick. You can, we'll call it the show pick, right? Show pick is the name for this. Any more coming in? All right, we got them all in. All right, that's going to do it, guys. Let's bring in our cappers from tonight. We're going to goodbye, guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.